and welcome to my channel, Learn with Curious Mukil. Do you think you're a genius? Well, let's put your brain to the test. We're gonna try to solve one of the hardest puzzles of all time, the Einstein's Riddle. It was created by none other than Albert Einstein himself. It's a logic puzzle, so let's get right to it. Only 2% of the entire population on Earth can solve this. It has stumped people for decades. So, the riddle is that there are 5 houses with different colors. There are 5 people who have different nationalities. Those 5 people drink different drinks. Those 5 people have different pets. And those 5 people smoke different cigars. Now we have 15 clues to see who owns the fish. Now I'll let you read them for a minute. Pause the video and read them. To solve this riddle, we need to make a 5x5 table because we're going to name the houses 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the color, nationality, drink, smoking, and pet. So those both are 5 things, so it's a 5x5 table. And we're going to put the questions on the left and the table on the right. So let's get right into it. So first, the direct question we can already answer is number 8. The man living in the center house drinks milk. So the center of 5 is 3. So you go to drinks and put milk right there. Now the second one, the Norwegian lives in the first house. So that's also direct. So you go to the first house and go to nationality and write Norwegian. So number 14, Norwegian lives next to the blue house. So we already know the Norwegian is in the first house, so the second house is blue. The green house is left of the white house. So there are 2 possibilities for this. The green house is on 4 and the white house is on 5, or the green house is on 3 and 4 is the white house. But if you do green house is on 3 and 4 is a white house, then if you keep solving it fully, you would get it wrong. It wouldn't match up in the later question, in the later clues. So it's 4 green and 5 white. So number 5. The greenhouse owner drinks coffee. So you go to the greenhouse, which is number 4, and then you write coffee there. So you put the white house there too. The Brit lives in the red house. So we only have 1 house left. So Norwegian is already in the first house, so the Brit can't live there. Blue is not red, and green is not red, white is not red. So the middle house must be red, and the Brit must live in the middle house. The owner of the yellow house smokes Dunhill, number 7. So the owner of the yellow house, all the other colors are filled out, and the only house which doesn't have a color yet is 1. So we can assume that is yellow, and the yellow house says owner smokes Dunhill, so we can put Dunhill right there too. The man who keeps horses lives next to the man who smokes Dunhill. So there's only 1 person who is next to the person who smokes Dunhill, and the Dunhill person is number 1. So the thing next to number 1 is 2. So you put horse right there. The Dane drinks tea, number 3. 12. The owner who smokes Blue Master drinks beer. We can conclude out of that is what the Norwegian drinks water because Dane drinks tea, so Dane must be here because Norwegian is not a Dane. The Dane can be either house 2 or house 5. He can't be in house 1, 3, or 4 because he can't be Norwegian. They can't live in the same house. The owner who smokes Blue Master drinks beer. Same thing with that. It has to be one of these 2. So we can assume that those 2 are filled out, and there's only one thing left. There's only one drink left for house number 1, water. The man who smokes blend has a neighbor that drinks water. So we saw that number 1 drinks water, house number 1. So blend must be house number 2 because 2 is next to 1. It's the only number. The owner who smokes Blue Master drinks beer. So it must be number 5 because he already is water and Dunhill. Number 1 is already water and Dunhill. Number 2 is already blend, so that can't work. And number 3, there's milk and coffee already. And number 4 is coffee. And then number 5, there's nothing. So beer and Blue Master must go there. Next, the Dane drinks tea. We know that because the other drinks are already filled out and there's only one drink left. That is tea. The German smokes Prince, number 13. So it must be number 4 because all 1, 2, and 3 all their nationalities are filled out, and on number 5 the person smokes Blue Master. So German must be on number 4. German smokes Prince. So both of those go to number 4. Number 2, Swede keeps dogs as pets. And the only house left without a nationality, which is number 5, house number 5. So Swede must be there, and the dog must be there because the Swede owns the dog. The person who smokes Pall Mall rears birds. So there's only one house left which doesn't have smoking. So that one must be Pall Mall. And there must be a bird because that person owns a bird. The man who smokes blend lives next to the one who keeps cats. So number 2 has blend. So the only house which is next to it is 1 and 3, but 3 already has a bird, so it must be number 1 which has a cat. And finally, all the other things are filled out except the fish. So the fish is in the German's house. So the German owns the fish is the answer. So remember that I said only 2% of the whole world can solve this riddle? So we're one of those 2%, which is equivalent to 156 million out of 7.8 billion people. Did you do it? Was it fun? So thanks for watching. Please support and subscribe my channel.